So Robin called me and she was asking about the car chargers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So
I should get rid of them.
the one at the bathrooms, one's working, one's not. So she's suggesting we take one from Macaulay and put it down there so you have two working ones.
Didn't we already move the Macaulay one to the police station?
Yeah.
No, that was tabled. You guys tabled it because,
We just weren't sure about it yet.
Yeah.
It was like the.
Oh, I thought it was moved. I told people that it was there, sorry. I thought we moved it.
No, you're right, we tabled
No,
it.
Okay.
because we were talking about the plow job over there is why they were getting pinned in them.
Right,
So it wasn't necessarily like it was just kind of a discussion.
okay.
I'm pretty sure you.
Because the plow,
Like, I'm sure that.
whoever plows that Tony Harper's parking lot is pushing snow right in front of them.
So maybe we should put it at the police department.
Like, what?
Or
They should
what did
go down here.
Don had
Would be-
Don had some.
Our lawyer.
Did you give him the whole part where there's one's broke over there?
Yeah, that's, she said, yep, one works.
Pull one down from Macaulay, put it right next to it.
But isn't that where they get plowed in by the bathroom? So,
Yeah, which you would hope you could. I personally think it would be nice if people could come and go more often because we have one at my personal business.
Yeah.
And they do stay there for quite a while, and that parking lot's already pretty jammed up.
so how about over here where there's nobody?
Right.
Or you, where do you think?
I think over here, right here, would be.
that gets plowed
Ideal.
pretty good too.
My mom thinks.
Yeah, but if you use the two spots over here where they plow straight through, they'll stay cleared.
It'd be someone who been parking there. I think it'd be fine.
I'd say here or there, yeah. I don't think put them where they're gonna get hit by the plow again and break again, that's silly. We've learned our, if that's what happens, right? So,
The police department, just coming in and out of there. I don't know, that's kind of a tough spot to pull in and out of. And, I'm not against it, but
right.
would those
It's
guys
either
want
that
that?
or those two spots across from the old Adirondack Bank, because those are technically our property.
Where we had the issue with the people getting
Right.
that lived there, getting a ticket for overnight parking.
That would probably be a good spot.
That would probably be the ideal spot. It's out of the way.
And then you're
Where?
Across from the old Adirondack Bank, those parking spots right there.
Yeah.
Technically, we own those.
Oh, right in front of it, like,
We wouldn't have done anything.
oh, okay, yeah.
All right, I'll check
Hi,
it.
Linda.
But I think the other thing, when you said it, we tabled it, I think, cause one of my questions was that particular charger worth moving? Or should it be upgraded and I don't know.
Linda, didn't we talk to you about that
Yes.
also?
They should be
Right,
upgraded.
and you had a comment on that, and I'm sorry, I don't
Right.
remember.
So they work fine. You're welcome to our data. Like we could easily share our login so you can look at our dashboard. But people consistently this time of year use it. And there's not problems, you can set the rate for whatever amount you want per kilowatt hour, and then you can set a loitering fee if you want, which we have. So all of a sudden it goes to like $20 an hour after a certain amount of time that's well over fully charged, right?
Probably just leave.
I don't think, there's not like a fast charger in town. Most people who are local charge at their own home. So it's really a visitor service. It pays for itself. The fact
Ours don't though, right? Right now, ours
No.
are just free, you just.
you don't make much money.
No,
No.
If they're not being used,
The ones that are broken have never been used, right? Like your Macaulay ones.
The Macaulay ones never
have
been used.
Never. And that's ridiculous that Switch didn't say like, oh, there's no usage. It's because it didn't work, right? If they work, they get used. People call too and say, hey, I'm over at another one, what are your rates? And I say, go on the app and look.
Oh.
I think if you have one and you can move it, super. Because the main thing is just that it work.
I wonder why it doesn't work, does it? Nobody put power to it?
It was,
We're up.
it
Up
was,
above.
Just
All right,
hanging
Mike,
there.
that's,
Well, they needed internet.
it was an internet.
Oh, you need internet too? Okay, all right.
That's what-
I'm, okay.
If we put them here, we've got power here, we've got internet here.
yeah, this building has power and internet, this parking lot.
Yeah, the police would, the court does.
Yeah,
You have a lot of central buildings, Park Ave would.
Who moves them? Do we know the answer to that?
I would think Switch would move them, right?
Yeah,
We
the
just gotta get power there for them.
Switch outsources to a company that does installation.
So they would,
You would call Switch and the installation
why
company.
don't we set up an appointment to call them? You know, instead of having Robin and all these different
Yep,
avenues
we can do
here.
that.
Give them a shout and take a tour and maybe come up with what's the easiest way to go. Is that all right with you guys?
yep.
I love Kyle's idea over here, or over that around that green spots up there.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other too, it's kinda nice, like, especially for the winter.
And they have Wi-Fi there,
What's that?
they'll have Wi-Fi there.
That's what we'll have to figure out, whose Wi-Fi would we use over there, right? Do they need Wi-Fi?
It needs internet at
Does.
least. Wi-Fi helps, right?
So we'll,
What you were saying though is there's somewhere in there that if they pull their car up and charge it and all of a sudden they're going shopping and it sits there forever, it kind of jumps to,
Yeah.
you pay.
You can set that. You can set
I
it
think that's important.
any, like, when electricity spiked in February and it went up triple the supply cost, we changed our cost per kilowatt hour. We had it set to like 13 cents a kilowatt hour, and it's usually under 13 cents, but now it's set to 26 because it went up to like
Right.
24. And because, we take public funds, like tax dollars, like you guys, it was important for us to not be giving away. It's still much, much cheaper than gas. And if people, they will leave it for hours, but there's a certain point where it becomes a loitering fee. Like, I had folks from Inlet the other day ask about leaving it overnight, and I said, please, I want you to check the rates, because at a certain point, it jumps to $20 an hour.
How long does it take to charge the average car?
It depends on how
Charger.
charged they are
Okay,
and what they're hoping to accomplish, right? So, say they're just going on the thruway and they're gonna hit the first fast charger, then they need 40% charge or 50% charge or whatever.
okay.
Yeah,
I'll get some documented options for us to look at,
Okay,
stuff on some paper, is that all right?
cool.
Could,
Is Switch our only option around here?
if that's who you use, no, but if that's who you use, then you have a contract with them already, you've already paid like a
and Don,
service charge.
who's it, you and
last
Bob are
month.
both talking to them pretty frequently, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like they're hard to get a hold of.
Right.
I believe last year we only signed a 1-year extension with them. So, and
I-
that was in the fall, I believe we signed.
I did, and they asked for a price increase, and I said no, and they gave me 1 year at the same.
Yeah.
Kelly, you got anything? Budget stuff, any
Just
good
the
stuff?
dates.
We've got some dates here, I've sent an email out earlier. Went to the calendar for September meetings with the funky
Yeah, we
school
do.
starting before Labor Day.
Oh,
no. Never heard of that before.
That's the first time for New York State.
Is
That I
it?
know
That's
of.
official?
It is, I think that is the very first
Oh, I
one.
didn't want
I've gone
to.
to school before Labor Day.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Down in Jersey, we
Yeah.
did that.
I don't mind it.
A lot.
I don't mind it. It's nice. But I wonder what that week will do, and I don't know. So
It's unknown for us, quite honestly. Yeah, unknown.
and Don and I were looking at the calendar a little bit. For this is for the audit of the claims and regular meetings. So we thought Tuesday the 1st.
Let me pull out my calendar. If we're gonna set dates, I'll put them in. Let's see here.
Is at the August meeting.
So what do you got, Tom?
Tuesday, September 1st.
So that's gonna be the claims?
That'd be the Monday out of the claims.
Okay. Perfect.
And then we'd roll right into the normal, regular meeting, the 8th.
On the 8th. All right, so that doesn't change much.
And then at the end of the month, September 28th,
Yes.
we were hoping to just have like a quick preliminary meeting with the board. Kelly, myself, just to get a little bit ahead of the game on the budget. And, you know,
What time's that at?
Put down 5 o'clock for that. That's like, I'm hoping board member requests for any things that anyone might want to bring to the table that we should budget for, some upgrades in places and such.
That was in all that email that you sent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a simple question and answer kind of forum for all of us, really, you know.
And then all the rest of them are in October, the other dates?
Yep, and those just followed what we've done previously, so.
Can you just say the dates?
Yeah, so.
I know I'm-
I have my calendar out.
Yep.
And are those with everybody, is everybody okay with that, or is that written in stone, those dates?
It's tentatively scheduled, so.
So what?
They all,
Cause
these,
I can make it work, but the 8th was a little bit of a.
October 7th, Judy,
Yep. What time?
and they start at 8 o'clock.
8 AM.
And then October 8th, so those two are with department heads.
right. And I've, in respect, I mean, Mike's been doing this a long time, he's always at these budget meetings, maybe with him being here, maybe we can,
Is just the 8th not good for you, Mike?
Just the-
So I looked at that and I gotta find out from my wife what she's done to me.
because I will say that when we talked about this earlier, I did suggest, because that's going into Indigenous People Columbus Day weekend,
Right.
you know,
It is going.
that we do Tuesday, Wednesday, so that might,
Tuesday might be better, if we
we
can.
could do the 6th and the 7th instead of the 7th and the 8th.
It does get busy here now. We'll be working.
Oh, yeah, that is Columbus weekend,
Yeah.
between that. Somewhere in
Does
there.
the Tuesday, Wednesday
Or right after that, right, yeah.
work for you?
Yeah, going into that weekend.
That's-
So does Tuesday, Wednesday work better for everybody?
It's Mike.
Oh.
I'm open, so.
I think the 8th was a problem for me, but I'm
Okay.
not positive.
Well, let's do Tuesday then. Mm-hmm. Kyle?
Or do you wanna ask her and then?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll get back to that
Okay.
So we'll put a little
ASAP.
question mark in there with, maybe move the 8th to the 6th.
Thank you.
Well,
And
I know
then
you-
the following week, Judy, is the 14th and the 15th,
Okay.
and then.
that's your budget review and discussion, you know, we kind of go over the
All right,
meetings and all
yeah,
that
the 14th,
stuff.
15th, yep, yeah, that's, because,
Yeah. And then when we go into the next week, Judy,
Mm-hmm.
the 20th, the 21st, and 22nd,
Yep.
a lot of times we don't make it to the second and third days of those week, and we've gotten things pretty well done, but they're there
So
for,
it's 20, 21, and 22,
Yes.
possibly?
Yeah.
Okay.
but we really try and knock it out.
So those last two, I'll tell you right now, I won't be here.
21, 22.
The 14th through the 22nd.
Okay.
I'm out of the country.
Good for you. Where are you going?
St. Lucia.
Is it that exact days, 14th to 22nd, Kyle?
Yeah, I come back on the 22nd.
So I wonder.
I
if,
leave
like,
on the 14th and come back on the 22nd.
I wonder if like the Monday, Tuesday, or you know, you can, if there's anything you had with department head discussions, you could
Yeah.
leave with us.
Mhm.
Would that help?
Yeah, absolutely.
St. Lucia, that's awesome.
yeah, that's a nice place.
All right.
And it's, you know, we're scheduling. There's 7 of us we gotta consider here, right? So, I think that's pretty close.
So, I'm personally open, other than the 6th, I might need to change something, so the sooner you know, I can just change.
I'm pretty sure the 8th, I can't be here.
Like,
Like 99. That's
You
why
wanna just do the sixth then?
Let's just go to the sixth
Let's
then.
go to the sixth.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Thursday, the stores
I don't
and,
wanna screw you up
Agreed,
though,
Judy.
Kelly, I mean, you're,
We're gonna be-
I can change my stuff.
oh, okay.
Especially
All right.
that weekend.
Yeah.
So that's why Tuesday, Wednesday, I said it from.
No, I-
Okay, so we'll do October sixth.
okay,
Because we've got a,
just think, we can have pumpkin pies. Dawn.
Just think, that means the summer is over.
I know, right?
God, it's going so fast.
Just means a new season begins.
I don't want it to be over yet.
Getting darker soon. I did make my letter to have budget sheets. up. As soon as Jenny gets the July done, we'll make the budget worksheets and pass them out.
For us to fill out what our dreams are.
Yeah, your dreams. Gotta have dreams, right?
That's right. Did you look more into the buildings at all?
I didn't because other people have asked me to look into other things, but I will, but I'm pretty positive what I told you. I'm there all day tomorrow, Casey's coming at 9. So before then I'll shoot you a text.
Thank you.
Mike, is this your handwriting? So neat.
Doubt it, if it's neat.
Is it Mike, John?
No, it's not me.
Kyle?
No, God,
You
no.
saw my handwriting in there on the pink ones.
Well, I think it says 2 years.
Yeah, so that's Don's. So that's
Oh.
I kind of, we called
Okay.
today.
Oh, you called, okay.
Yeah, so they had to, HR, you call, you email, they respond, give you an answer, give you direction.
If they have to provide anything that, was a required action of something that you dealt with, they charge your fee for that, because it's like an
So it's
official.
not covered under just.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a couple things with last meeting with the admin fee. I swore in the video that it was supposed to be scheduled for September,
I was just gonna ask about that, I just saw that.
but it's in August.
It's in August.
I thought we put it, I asked for it for September.
No, I put it in the paper for August.
Son of a bee.
So we can check and see what that means. I said that, I caught that.
We could do it the 11th, that's fine.
And my thought
public
was
hearing for
too,
it?
Yeah,
You what?
Kyle.
yeah.
What were you gonna say, Don?
I didn't hear what he said.
A public hearing too, it's not like we can still give time to
Right.
discuss, and I know you know that stuff, but, cause my thought was, there was some chatter about that admin fee maybe being percentage based,
Yeah,
based off of use in places, which as a,
Oh, what are we talking about?
no,
I didn't see
business
that.
owner, and for us, I'd be more than happy to do it that way from my own personal standpoint, but it might be something that people might wanna consider or be heard on, I guess. So, if it's scheduled in August instead of September,
Yeah, I mean, we don't
It's
have to
not.
do anything with it.
yeah, we could still. Cause the ultimate goal, right, is to have something in place per Scott by January.
yeah, to be included in the budget and to take effect January 1.
Right.
So. There's also second sections on public hearings and stuff, maybe there's some pushback at this one in August, we schedule another one for September. Does that work, does that settle that little?
Yeah,
What was that?
that's-
I'm sorry. I'm writing it.
The public hearing and the video was requested for September, but it was scheduled in the paper for August.
Oh,
So we can schedule another one after
okay. Does
September.
that work for you, Kyle?
Yeah, no, that works
Next
for me.
week.
I think you just keep it open.
I was just gonna say,
Right.
can you keep it open?
Cause then you just keep it open.
Right.
Yeah, I think we've done that in the
You don't
past for a
close
couple
it,
things,
you
yes.
keep it open.
Thanks, Linda. Yeah. And it goes on for meeting after meeting after meeting until we close.
On and
right?
on and on.
What's that mean for the public when you're out, just minding your own business? Still count?
I think it's a good thing. Scott did a lot of research and talked
Yeah.
to his buddy in Carthage, I think it was. He told
Oh,
me.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it definitely can put some money in an account.
Yeah.
What is it, $60?
3 times a year.
Yeah, $60 a year.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
We, at the meeting, you guys, I asked about this driveway thing,
Yes,
and I read through, I don't know if this is the document that everybody is happy with, but I'm not.
is
This
that the one
basic,
that Brian drew up?
yeah, this basically just pinpoints that particular gentleman. I wanted it to be for if he sells the property, and I want it to be for the next
Correct,
person.
you did say that at the meeting.
Because this is just for him right now, and then we'd have to go through all this again when the next person does it. And then if next year he sold his house, then that person by rights, I don't think we'd have to do it again.
Right, cause it goes with.
So that isn't what I wanted, but
Recorded deed, basically, right? Recorded in the deed somewhere or added.
It gets, report, yep, you're right.
so I don't know what to, yes, Brian, to change that or how we go about it, I don't know.
Well, it makes perfect sense. Property sold, next thing you know, we're in a lawsuit. Next year, crumbled.
Just want people to be aware of the fact that, you know, it's wonderful that they can have a nice driveway, but if it gets destroyed, I have a funny feeling it's gonna.
So do I.
Wouldn't be surprised if their deeds already say like that some type of easement the town has done.
Well, just cause he threw the pavement on there.
Well, I understand that, but I
Right.
would think that it would already
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
some
it might.
type of-
It might.
Yeah.
I just took a note to check on it.
Just kinda wanna make it legit for. 'Cause it might be a thing now, all of a sudden somebody did it, it's like, oh, wow, you can do that, and next one's, here we go. That was my fear on Trail 5 forever. Up along 28.
Any questions on that wonderful purchasing word there, procurement? While we're here before Tuesday.
Yes, I think, well, it still comes down to, and Mike did call Julie, and which was great, so we got some input there. So that procurement policy, I think what we're still looking for, ultimately, the procurement policy is gonna be handled by Dawn. She's the one that has to take care of it, and I guess from 4.8 Dawn to 8 something is like the town part, like the everyday, oh my goodness, this is what we gotta do. The rest of it's all for federal grant, basically, a little bit for New York State, but our original had that. So again, the question is, can we make it to, what would be the name to adopt two things? Not that we're against it, I'm not against it, that's not it at all. But to have one that the department heads can use, this is our procurement policy for every day to buy this, to buy whatever. And then this is the one that we use when we're going for a federal grant. Is that what we got out of that, Mike? The thing?
Yeah,
What do you,
But
yeah,
no, I'm in this right now.
you're in that,
sorry.
okay, all right, okay, all right.
well,
I'm
the
listening, but-
conversation that I had with Julie was very, it was great.
Mhm.
She was asked to help us out with what Tom asked her to do. Very nicely did it, didn't cost a nickel. She's very professional. She knows what she's doing. And she said, I did what I was asked to do. And we did ask her at one point, when she was sitting there, I can remember, said, can you separate it so that it's real simple for the everyday use, and then this other part is for everything else or whatever else is. Which again, I'm 100% okay with all of this, to be honest. But she did say, she said, I'm not gonna sit there, I did what I was asked to do, I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna come here and try to explain it every other week and babysit it and all that. I did what I was asked, you guys deal with it.
Yeah, agreed. And that's right.
And I said, great, perfect, I understand that 100%.
So the other part of this is like, I don't know if we want to put the future of the town's purchasing policy in the hands of, this is what's required by the state and federal. But let's dumb it down and simplify it for the town, when we should be following that stuff anyway for the general public and our taxpayers and residents here, so. I just think it's a much needed upgrade that, we don't even get a seat at the table without this either. That's the other problem that comes with it. And this is the same as, you know, those books that we have on the employee handbook, codes, all that stuff that's in there needs to be studied and, you know, understood to the people that are, working on it. But that's still a lot to ask, where you just have a table of contents and you just go and address it. So we'll be, I mean, in this office, any town clerk or supervisor, who's ever the procurement officer, will just have to have the ability to, you know, communicate that to the department head so that they're following procurement.
Probably
That's-
in 99.9% of the cases, whoever needs to use that policy will end up going to Dawn and say, Dawn,
That's who I'm
What do I
most
need
concerned
to
about
do?
is her.
is this what I need to do? That's been the history
My
of,
only problem is, like I said, is that has to go to every single department head every single year, and it's very lengthy. It would be nice if we could just give the department heads
Like a cheat
what
sheet.
they need, yeah.
Yeah, we'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we've been saying since the beginning too, is we have something that they can follow. Even like when I talked to Casey, Casey's like, 72 pages, like, yeah, it's a lot.
We still have to have the policy in place.
Right, just
Well, that's
all
the
the,
thing,
like,
if it's-
I took 3 classes that had procurement stuff in them since I've been on the board. And the New York State Associations of Small Towns says keep it as simple as you can, because it also could bite you the other way when you get too detailed. So I just don't know if there's a medium somewhere. Are we too detailed now, or are we too, these are questions, it's not against anything, these are just questions I'm asking. And even Julie said we have gotten some stuff, touched on some federal funds through our town, and somehow we got them. So, you know, in the conversation.
but they
But
get,
things have changed, she did
Right.
say too, things have changed.
federal
So-
regulations have changed
Correct.
all the time, they're always changing, so. I mean, personally, I'm 100% fine with just saying yes and
And then it's
prove that it
something we
works.
reference.
I mean, we need to use it.
We need to use it, it's gotta be a
Just put
usable
in a-
document,
We
not
just
a,
submitted a WIA application with EFC and a CFA application with all the funders involved. They're all connected. They talk to one another, and they're gonna look at our procurement policy first for any future
oh
funding.
yeah,
And if it's not adequate, they're gonna take us right off the table for awards. That's all I'm thinking about right now. You know, we did a zoning update, I think the first month or two in office. Did everybody read through that 1,000-page
oh,
document?
and there's still errors, right?
You know, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and I'll be happy to get a guide for department heads to put together. But that's not what you adopt from a legal standpoint with your town, you know? Policy standpoint, not so much legal.
I would assume that what Don's talking about, copying all those pages to hand out every year.
Yeah,
To call it a procurement policy, I don't think you can have part A, you can only do half of it, you know, I think it's, the whole policy has to be.
it's a policy.
Right, it's the policy, I don't see where you
Hey,
can.
if you're not familiar with this, take a look. You know, if you got any questions, reach out to our office. Whoever, you know.
But, and does it have to be in this form? Can it
I was just
be
gonna
on a?
ask that, could it be digital, so
Right,
people
can-
can-
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, digital would be easier.
Be a link for it. I mean, you'll be able to access it through the town website and everything. There's a
Yeah,
link right
that's-
there, just like our codes are available, and there's many town laws. All town laws are on there.
Right.
I mean, look at our employee handbook, there's a lot of stuff in there. Does anybody know it?
That's
Probably
another
not a
great
lot,
example. Is the employee handbook. You know, they go to the back page and they sign it. We hand them that stack of papers. You know,
Refer
I've
to
been
it
here
when
for
you
it, with them being encouraged. I've heard supervisors encourage it, board members encourage it, department heads encourage it, clerks encourage it.
All right.
So we'll try and, have as much information as I can on Tuesday, but it's one of those times, it's just long overdue, really, really long overdue. And
So somewhere in our paperwork, we had what we have to pay inlet
Yeah,
this year. And very nicely, Jenny, I asked her, I said, well, what did we pay him last year? And we're not too far off from what we had to pay him last year. Of course, it depends on how many we sell.
Right.
But we aren't really that much different from. I can't even find it again.
and I called Bonnie Lutz too, so Alexis got this information today, because I think John, we haven't paid him yet.
There you go.
We don't have the
Last year we
contract.
paid
Let me grab my mail in my mailbox.
121 and this year's 139.
Yeah.
Simple.
I mean, it's a lot of money as far as I'm concerned, but in the big picture, it's for all that scrabbling we went through.
And then I had at the last meeting brought up the moratorium for solar farms, and we do have something in codes. I don't feel like it's enough for where I'm going. So I think you guys, but you weren't here, so I just want to continue on that. I've kind of got it all pretty good. I mean, it's not going to cost the attorney much to finish what we have to finish to see if we can do something like that. So I just want to know how everybody feels on that.
I'm down.
Yeah, okay.
I'm game. Also too, I think we need to look at, I think the moratorium on the sewer has passed. I would like to put that back into place.
Yeah, before we
Everyone's
have a
on
big
board.
problem.
Oh, yeah. Definitely should.
What was the date on that? Do you know from last year?
I think we did it in it's October, I think.
October,
was
so
the
we're
last
coming
time,
up.
so
Okay.
We are almost
You can look that one
4
up.
months out.
All right.
What kind of, what would we have to schedule a public hearing for that? For the
For an
moratorium?
extension? Probably.
When we did the extension the last time, I don't think we had a public hearing. We just voted to extend it. But now with the 4 months being passed, I think we probably would have to have another public hearing for that because it lapsed.
Look into that, figure that out.
Okay.
That's for the new connections,
Yeah, no new
No.
connections.
the ADUs that have sewer. That's the only question I ever have that comes up in my head with that.
Right.
If the property has
already
sewer
on
service
there.
already there and they connect to their house, their ADU, what does that fall under?
That
that
happens
would
in
be-
my property that I live in, not my property, right?
Yep.
And I believe that was the answer.
It's,
Yeah, because Corey did that, right, with the one in the back.
The
Right.
house was
So
built
it was
on
already-
property, there was already a sewer connection,
Yeah.
right? So if
So
you're
it's
not
nice.
adding a connection.
Because the line's already there. You're just going into the.
They tapped into the other line, so
Okay.
I can hear them flush in my apartment in the other.
You can?
Yeah.
What if you get big flushes?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
I can hear them flush. If I'm in the right spot, just on the toilet, I can hear it.
so that,
Well,
yeah,
that is a
Yelled
big
out,
question.
hello!
We could always add in connections to existing lines.
Right, that
On
is a
the
good
property.
question, because you're adding.
You are.
because it's
You're
more or
adding
less
to the
the
problem.
the major overhaul on the sewer that we're concerned about, right? Like
Right.
How much is going in right now?
another hotel pops up in the campground or something. Or,
Everyone decides to flush at once.
That would be something.
Do it my house.
Linda would hear
Back to
them all.
Well, realistically, a lot of it is at once, wherever there's a pump station.
Well, yeah.
Well,
the snowmobile thing that Mike brought up, just to go back to that, so Bonnie Lutz, I forwarded this over to Alexis, emailed it to me, so they'll invoice us for that, and then we'll probably look out for that agreement. I think it's gone back and forth on who's provided it for us to sign, and then we have to authorize to sign that agreement again.
okay.
That's a annual thing, so
I thought at one of the meetings we said
everything was fine, just as a
everything,
meeting.
just stay with what we had.
Yep.
Something like that.
So we'll get that on an agenda here, should be either next week or September. And the solar, what's the part of it that, what's the part in the code that,
Well, I've gotta go
Particularly might
through
wanna
it all.
add.
It's just, right now, I think that we shouldn't allow commercial or industrial solar farms on our water or green spaces until we get a handle of what the state's doing. Myself. And I've had, when I tell you, I thought when the battery one went out, the people would be, the influx of people that I've had come and talk to me and say, please make sure this doesn't happen in our town has been unbelievable response, really, for me.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people
Yeah.
say stuff to me.
So we just gotta look at it, and then, you know, the governor could override everything and say she wants to do it anyways, so
like the
that's
Jada
just how, yeah, that could happen. So, but you have, from what I've read and researched thus far, you have a little bit more standing if you were all in conjunction with doing this before. So, for her to listen,
What is it? And it's green space and water.
water especially.
Yeah, that one obviously is not public or private, but for green spaces, would it include like for both public and private?
No, commercial and industrial. I mean, if it's public, you're hopefully going on your roof, I would think. I mean, if your resident wants it on their house,
That's
that's what we have to look at. Those are all the little
That's the
tweaks
one that
I need
I'm-
to talk to
that's
Brian.
what that's the one that I'm worried about is if we put a moratorium on can somebody sell private land? That's because that's what just recently came up, you
Right,
know?
that's all the stuff
Too
I gotta
commercial.
keep looking at, yep.
Because people having on their roofs and stuff, that doesn't fall underneath
Right.
this, right?
It doesn't, does it?
No,
No,
not
it
people on
doesn't.
the roofs,
Okay, that's
but to have a commercial or, yep, industrial. Not that I'll be here to see it, but I don't know where they're all gonna stack up come 20 or 25 years.
I don't get the water one. That's a wild one. Is that? Do we know of any of them in New York State? Or they haven't?
Oh, yeah, you could go, yeah, you'll see it. It's crazy. Boats going around them and.
Well, you guys got anything else or?
Yes, I
signing?
do,
What else?
Tom, and I'm really sorry, you guys, but I think
No,
we
go
could
ahead.
go into executive session. I have a couple questions on an employee situation not a situation, a personal thing that I just wanna ask a question on. Just 5 minutes,
Okay.
sorry, but I kinda want everybody to hear, just something that came up, that's all.
Yeah.
Better not miss Jeopardy.
You want to make a
So I make a motion to go into executive session for a quick employee, personal
personnel
employee.
matters?
Personnel.
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 I'll second.
Personnel.
I'll second.
I'll say, yeah, you second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
I,
Really, let's only take a minute.
Okay, so we're good for this six.
I'd like to make a motion to come out of executive session here, right?
I'll second.
There you go.
All
Sorry,
in favor?
I,
No action
Who
was,
seconded it?
I did.
Kyle did.
no action was taken.